younger sister Sheikh Rehana visit Podda Bridge. Street agitation will restore democracy, Free Khaleda Zia, says Fokru. BNP's anti-government movement will utterly fail, says Kader. Assalamu alaikum. This is Nusrat Islam welcoming you all to evening news. You have just heard the headlines. Now let's move on to the details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on Friday visited the Podda Bridge with her sister Sheikh Rehana. The Premier and her sister drove around the bridge at 7:30 a.m. They also walked another 2 kilometers from pillars number 7 to 18. Press Secretary to the PM Isanul Karim said. The Podda Bridge authorities organized breakfast for the Prime Minister and other guests at Service Area 2 of the bridge at Shariatpur's Jazira Upajala. The Prime Minister stayed there for about an hour and a half. She left for Ganabhavan around 10 a.m., said Karim. Approximately 95% of the bridge's construction is complete. The inauguration of the bridge is scheduled for 30th June next year. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir today expressed his hope that their ongoing movement will gain momentum soon and will unseat the government eventually. He said there will be a mass upsurge against the government and finally democracy will be restored and BNP chief Khaleda Zia will be freed from jail. Fakhrul said this while addressing a discussion in the capital marking the 30th December, a day of snatching people's voting rights. Terming the present government a hybrid regime, Fakhrul further said the government has established a one-party rule in the country. The BNP Secretary General urged all the pre-democratic forces to unite against the government.
আমাদের লড়াই এখন বেগবান হচ্ছে জনগণের স্বতঃস্ফূর্ত অংশগ্রহণের মধ্য দিয়ে। এটা আমরা সবাই লক্ষ্য করছি। আমরা বিশ্বাস করি যে এই লড়াই অতি অল্প সময়ের মধ্যে একটা দুর্বার গণ আন্দোলনে পরিণত হবে এবং এই গণ আন্দোলনের মধ্য দিয়েই আমরা আমাদের দেশনেত্রীকে মুক্ত করতে সক্ষম হব। আমরা আমাদের গণতন্ত্রকে রক্ষা করতে সক্ষম হব।
Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir today said the anti-government movement carried out by BNP will utterly fail as it has gained nothing through waging similar movements for the last 12 years. Qadir made the remark while addressing an online press briefing from his official residence in Dhaka. Qadir also said BNP has been abandoned by the people in the elections because of its negative and ridiculous politics. BNP has not joined the dialogue on the constitution of the Election Commission brokered by the President only to call the Election Commission into question and destabilize the country, he added.
বিগত এক যুগের বেশি সময় ধরে মির্জা ফখরুল সাহেবরা সরকার পতনের আন্দোলন করছেন। আন্দোলনের চরম ব্যর্থতা আর নির্বাচনে জনগণের প্রত্যাখ্যানই তাদের প্রাপ্তি। এখন আবার বলছেন সরকারকে পদত্যাগে বাধ্য করতে ওয়ার্ম আপ চলছে। প্রকৃতপক্ষে নেতিবাচক এবং হঠকারী রাজনীতির কারণে দেশের জনগণ তাদের চিনে ফেলেছে। তারা নিজেদের ব্যর্থতার দায়ও সরকার উপর চাপাতে অপচেষ্টা করে, যাদের পায়ের নিচ থেকে মাটি সরে যাচ্ছে তারা সরকার পতনের দিবাস্বপ্ন দেখছে।
At least 5 people were killed and 10 others injured when a bus plunged into roadside ditch beside the Bonpara Hatikumrul highway in Sirajganj this morning. 2 of the deceased were identified as Shotendranath Pramanik of Nator and Sufia Khatun of Papna. The 3 other deceased are yet to be identified, a police officer said, adding that all of them were passengers of the bus. The accident took place around 10 a.m. at the Goja Bridge area when the driver of the Dhaka-bound National Travels lost control over the steering and plunged the vehicle 20 feet deep from the bridge. 4 passengers among the injured are in critical condition, the officer added. Vehicular movement on the Bonpara Hatikumrul highway was disrupted due to the accident for a while. A preliminary South African government study published Thursday showed a booster of the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine was 85% effective in preventing hospitalization from the Omicron variant. The South African Medical Research Council compared 69,000 healthcare workers who received 2 doses of the vaccine based on viral vector technology against a group of people who were unvaccinated. The research, which has not yet been peer-reviewed, was conducted from 15th November to 20th December, a time when the heavily mutated Omicron variant increased from 82 to 98% of COVID-19 cases in the country. When a booster shot was given 6 to 9 months after the first dose, vaccine efficacy against hospitalization increased over time from 63% at 0 to 13 days to 85% 1 to 2 months post-boost. Israel's Sheba Medical Center began administering 4th doses of COVID-19 vaccines to heart transplant patients on Friday, as authorities approved booster shots for people most vulnerable to the virus. The country launched trials of the 4th dose at the center earlier this week, administering it to some 150 medical personnel who had received boosters in August. Israel was one of the first countries in the world to roll out Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine a year ago and began introducing booster shots last summer. But it still saw a wave of infections blamed on the Delta variant, and officials have warned of another driven by the fast-spreading Omicron strain. Around 2/3 of Israel's population of nearly 9.5 million have received at least 1 dose of the vaccine, and some 4.2 million Israelis have received all 3 doses, according to the latest health ministry figures. Before ending, let's have a look on the headlines once again. PM Sheikh Hasina, younger sister Sheikh Rehana visit Podda Bridge. Street agitation will restore democracy, free Khaleda Zia, says Fukru. BNP's anti-government movement will utterly fail, says Kadir. And that's all from the newsroom for now. To know updates, videos of this bulletin, visit our website www.ntvbd.com. Besides, visit our YouTube and verified Facebook page for updates over NTV's all popular programs and bulletins. Our next bulletin, Shondhar Khabor, will be aired in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for being with us. Have a good time.